G'day everyone, it's Turbo Tristan, and in today's video we're going to do some stereo stuff. We have a whole bunch of stuff just here. There's three things you guys should know about me. First one is I love racing cars, building cars, and the third one is cruising in cars with the awesome tunes, the music, sets the mood, everything about it. Just cruising, music, it's the best thing you can possibly do, I reckon. So therapeutic, and it's one thing I really love doing. And one thing that I haven't done in a long time, because I've been in the shed building cars, that's not going to stop anytime soon, but we are getting closer to driving the Evo. Video coming up about that soon. Today we're going to be going through the ATOTO S8 Premium. This was a new one that I got sent out just before Christmas last year by the guys at ATOTO. I've worked with them before. The head unit is still going great guns in the mother-in-law's Corolla. I think that's a 7, this is an 8. So this is a new one, plus it's a premium with all the different bits and pieces on there. We're gonna go through that stuff soon. During the time since I got this Lancer, I've had several companies reach out to me with these phone mirroring, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, little doovers that basically you take your phone, you mirror everything that's on your phone on the screens. The problem with a lot of CarPlay units is they don't allow you to use most of your apps while you're driving, and for good reason. It's a safety feature. You shouldn't be playing with your phone while you're driving, so you definitely shouldn't be playing with your apps on your head unit while you're driving. But some of them come in really handy, such as the different navigation apps, all the different music apps, which again is the most important thing for me. And then you've also got all your multimedia. So some songs are only on YouTube, some songs are only on Spotify. Unless you pay for YouTube Music, you can't really use that while you're driving, so you have to have your phone running. This, you can do it all through the head unit, so it's awesome if you use one of these products. We've got a whole bunch of these, and because they've been sent out over the last 6 months and I've just been stockpiling them, this is a totally sponsored video. No one's paid me any money to do any of this, but they have given me these products. So what I'm going to do is install the ATOTO dash, get that set up in the car, and then we're going to go through the features of this one. Then we're going to try each of these units. These two are the same, so two different companies sent me two of the same things. And then we've got a couple of other ones. We've got a little wireless charger, and we've also got a cooling, so like an air conditioned and a charging power station for your phone to mount on your dash or your dashboard. So that's going to be really handy. The Australian summer, you stick your phone up on your dash, it's hot with the screen, plus it's charging so it's hot, and then you've got the Aussie sun blasting through the window, just cooking your phone and destroying everything about it. So that's a really good idea. I don't know how it works, but we're going to try it out, see if I can get it to work. One other thing you guys need to know about me is wiring. Electronics and all of that is my weak point. It's the thing that I am not good at, and I'll be the first to admit it, but I do want to learn. I'm not quite a boomer, but I'm pretty old up there, and we didn't have a computer growing up, you know, violins on my farm where I grew up, but always into tech stuff, always into music, always into all these electronic gadgets, as well as gaming, all that sort of stuff. So I know my way around, I know how to make them work, I know how to play them, I know all that sort of stuff, but I don't know the ins and outs, all the different features that you're going to want to know on these. So what I'm going to do is when I do each of these, because the names and everything are so hard to remember, I'm going to have the name of the company and the product on the screen the whole time I'm testing each one, so you guys know what I'm referring to. And there'll also be a link in the description from these companies. Whichever one you like, you can click on the link and buy it at a discounted price. There'll be codes and all sorts of stuff. There's discount codes for the ATOTO unit, and there's discount codes for all of the chargers, the battery packs, and also the phone mirroring things. But on top of that, I've only got so many friends, so I'm going to give away some of these to some people that buy something on spoolup.com.au. So anyone that buys anything after this video is out, we're going to do the first 3 sales on there are going to get one of these items. So one of these phone mirroring dudes. So there's 4. I'm going to keep one, and I'm going to give away 3. So really simple, go onto spoolup.com.au, buy something, you'll get one of these. Very, very easy. But anyway, let's not muck around, let's get into the car. The car that we're installing this into is an Evolution 4 Mitsubishi, has the same dash setup from 1996 all the way to 2001, I believe. The unit and everything all fits up perfectly. So what I'm going to do is get some lighting set up. We're going to turn the car on and we're going to start to play with all these different things, pair up my phone, get all that happening, and we'll start to go through some of the features that you can expect to get with your ATOTO unit or your phone mirroring device. So as you can see, we're in the Evo. This is our Evo 4 and we've got the ATOTO unit installed. Now I did this a couple of weeks ago in anticipation for this video. You don't need to see me install this. Every car is different, but they all are pretty easy. Pop off the trim fascia, pull out the old radio, put the brackets in and put the new unit in. Get the plug adapters that suits your specific model and plug it in and off you go. It's that easy. It's really, really simple. Hook up a ground wire and that's pretty much it in most modern cars. Not every car, but just about all of them. So let's fire up the unit. But there we go, instant bang, and it's on. Now I need to get my phone. Alrighty, so we're back. I grabbed my phone, paired my Bluetooth, and I also paired up my Wi-Fi. You can see all that up there. Now, one thing about this unit, it comes with all these apps already installed. You can hit the app screen and it shows you everything you've got there. A whole bunch of different things. I don't know what that is, but that's really weird. Yeah, none of these things. These are just like some generic screens at a glance. Video, you can do tire pressure monitoring systems. You can have different apps to monitor the car's engine. YouTube, the radio, the Google Play Store, navigation. We know it works. We know it's really clear. We know it's really easy to use. I haven't connected any of my Google accounts or anything yet because I don't want to do that. I'm going to try and pair these devices out here and see if it can mirror my phone straight onto this, because that'll be a lot easier than signing in on this screen and doing everything over and over again. So let's get the first one, bring it over, I'll plug it in and I'll try and get that to pair up and get the mirroring happening on the screen here. Alright, so here we have the first little smart box. And now I've plugged that in. I've got the USB cables from the back of the ATOTO unit running to this. We've got some lights, so that's a good sign. We'll just sit that down there. Now it doesn't say a brand name on here, so I'm gonna have to figure that one out. But here's the instructions. Basically says, plug it in, connect, off you go. Sounds really simple. Give me a moment while I figure this out and get my phone paired to this little box and see if it's going to mirror everything on my phone. Okay, so after struggling with these instructions that are written for ants, I finally got it connected to my phone and we've got the CarPlay up. Actually, the ATOTO unit was the most helpful, just by going into the phone settings and searching for it here rather than on my phone. It was actually easy to do it this way. And now we're connected with this little box and we've got the phone mirroring happening. So we can go into Spotify and then we can play whatever we want from Spotify. So just some random stuff there. Back to home, apps. And doing this, we don't need to sign in or anything because we've already got that in our phone, so that's awesome. And we've got Waze maps, so awesome again. I don't know if we're actually connected to this little guy for the phone mirroring. I don't know what I've just done there, but I'm going to try it with the other ones and see if it's any easier, because that was pretty difficult for a boomer like me. So on to the next one. Link will be in the description for this. I don't know if it even worked, to be honest. And I'm not saying anything bad about the unit. I think it's me. What's this? CarLink. Oh, there we are. We're back there. Don't even know what that song is. Cool. All right, so we're actually doing that through this unit now because it says that the ATOTO unit's not connected to my phone, but this one is. So it is working. We've got everything going well. So I just didn't know what I was doing. Cool. All right, let's try the next one. This is getting boring. I just want to listen to music and go for a cruise. Alrighty, so the next unit we have is the 2Air CarlinKit. Now I've got two of these, so two different companies I'm pretty sure sent me the same thing. There's all the info there on the back. And this unit is actually a little bit smaller than the other one. Don't know if that helps you guys out, but a little bit smaller. We're going to plug it in and see what happens, see if we can pair up to this one and sync it with the ATOTO unit. All right, that's pretty cool. I was looking for some lights to turn on. It actually illuminates inside there in like a pink illumination. So that's cool. We know it's on and we know it's got power. So now I'll try and connect it, see what happens. Alrighty, so the last one I'm going to put down to user error. Now that I know what I'm doing, you just go into the music settings, hit the little phone icon there, pair it to your phone, brings up the unit, click on that, boom, you're done. And it says we're connected there. So let's go out of here, into our apps, CarLink, and it's giving me exactly the same interface. So everything still works exactly the same. So this one works exactly the same as the other one, a little bit quicker to find, and it has the pink illumination, and it's a smaller unit. It's still limiting what we can do here, so I'm not really sure why we need this. I guess it is bringing my apps over without anything else, but I'm losing those other apps. I have to go back to the other screen to use them. Cool, so we're gonna have the map, search, music, everything there, messages, Spotify. All right, that was a success. So I don't know if it was, I'm pretty sure it was just me, but much easier this time with the 2Air. I'm not going to do the other one. It's exactly the same. So we're going to move on to the next one and I'll show you what that one is, tell you a little bit about it, get it connected, see if there's any difference. Let's go. So the next one looks pretty cool. Little BINIZE smart box, it says the name on the screen there, and here's the unit down here. Tiny little one, only one tiny little light there so you know it was on. There's another one on the other side but it's not doing anything, and we're just plugged in here. Comes with instructions, comes in a box, looks pretty cool. I'm not seeing any lights or anything like it says, and it just promises to do all the same stuff, so let's check it out. We are now connected. Home, apps, yep, CarLink, and again brought back up my Spotify, same deal. So this one, it's really lightweight, doesn't weigh really anything, there's nothing to it, and just one little tiny light there. I don't know if this is anything to be concerned about, but the USB connector was very tight and I had to almost jam it in and wreck this one, so that's a bit of a negative for me. Otherwise it does everything that the other units do. It's got a little bit of a supercar there on it and a cool design. Otherwise, yeah, is what it is. I'm gonna move on to the next one. That one didn't really do anything for me, didn't blow my socks off, so we're gonna go for the next one. Alrighty, so the next one we're gonna play around with isn't a CarPlay Duvalaki, it's actually a power bank. This one's apparently quite strong. It's really compact, you can shove it in your pocket or in your center console. If you don't have any USB cables or anything like that in your older 90s JDM car, you can run one of these. It's got the little cap there, plugs straight into your iPhone, or you can use the USB-C or a USB put power in, take power out. Looks pretty good. Little button on the back, tap that, tells you the battery percentage. I haven't charged this at all. It came 65% charged. There's a bunch of different colors. I wasn't too fussy, so I just got this purple one. Looks pretty cool. And I'm going to shove it in my phone. So I'll just bang it in there. Boom. And we are charging. Woohoo. Cool. All right. That is a success. I like that. It's simple, it's easy. Any non-tech guy like me can work it, and it seems to be doing its job. So I'm going to chuck that in the glove box. We're going to hang on to this because this will be very, very handy. Car meets, car shows, you know, out and about, you're running low on battery, zap that guy in, done. Simple. You can chuck it in your little bum bag or modular, or you can put it in your pocket. Glove box, nice and portable, recommended. And there's going to be a link to this one. It's a P90 battery charger. It's a 5,000 mega amp hour. Read that straight off the back, and I'll put the link and everything in the description for this one. Pretty cool. Next up we have the ZEEHOO CF70. This is a fast charger, and it also has little air conditioning vents on the back here to cool off your phone. Can plug into a vent, click in, or you can use this really cool mount. It'll go onto the window, suction on, or you can get this little guy here, stick it down to your dash or something. Obviously not a carpet dash mat. Lift that up, bang it on top of there, and then suction that down onto it, and then you can mount your phone. That I think is the best option because it doesn't break your fragile 90s air vents, and you can remove it. It's just some double-sided tape, so that's pretty awesome. I'm not going to mount it just yet, haven't decided what's going on. This dash mat's got to go though because it's grandpa-y and it flies off when you launch the car. There's no Velcro tabs holding it on, so it's going to go. We might find a spot to mount this somewhere, I don't know where, for the phone. But let's power it on, plug it into the USB. Now it even gives you lots of little instructions here, how to make it work well. So not just work, but work well. So I'm going to follow these instructions. The phone must support QI wireless charging. The issue with this and my phone is I don't have that QI wireless charging on my phone. This will work fantastic for my missus' car, so I'm going to give this to her and we'll sort her out with that later on. But I'm going to plug it in, see if it works, see what it does, and let's see if we can get some aircon going out of this little thing, or fan blowing anyway, and some lights, see what it looks like. So that was pretty cool. As soon as I plugged it in and gave it power, these little green lights came on the side, and then this little electric motor just opened up. And let's try the phone for the first time. Oh, damn. Will you look at that? What? And it's charging. My phone does have that thing. Oh, cool. So my phone's actually charging. False alarm. My phone was not charging. It was just glitching from the last time we had it plugged in. So I will give this to the missus. But it is pretty cool. I love the way it just takes your phone off you. I don't know how to get it out. Oh, yep. Just push the button on the side, and then it releases your phone. So that's nice and handy, nice and cool. You can swivel it around, mount it any way you like. I have it just in the vent at the moment. You can spin this little guy and it actually clamps down these little jaws here, and then this tightens up a swivel ball so you can mount it on any angle, up, down, left, right, whichever way you want. It is pretty heavy. It does pull the vent down, so that's not going to stay on there. Obviously you'd put on a lower one and whatever, but pretty awesome. I'm happy with that. If my missus' phone does this charging doobie, I'm going to give this to her. So one really cool feature I just learnt about this when I was about to take it out of the car for now is all the really cool LEDs in the back. So let's just release this little clamp. See those lights there? And they're just cycling through now. I'm sure there's an app or something for this where you can control the color scheme and all of that, but that is pretty awesome. And Don't know if you can hear that. But there is a fan in there cooling down my phone as we speak. Pretty darn awesome. Highly recommended just for the cool factor. Like I said, I don't have that feature on my phone that tells me if I can charge on it, even though it keeps saying it is. Maybe I do. That is the last of the products. So hopefully that wasn't too boring for you. I don't know how to make these kinds of videos interesting because I can't get excited about them because I don't really know what I'm talking about. The only thing I can get excited about is the music, but I can't play you any of that because of copyright strikes and everything. So hopefully that little 2 or 3 seconds here and there didn't get me copyright stricken. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna keep one of these because that looked the coolest and worked pretty well, and I like the light up glowing display in the front. I'm gonna give away these 3. They all worked exactly the same. And I'm sorry to Linkbox. It was my fault. This one did work exactly the same as the other 2. So no issues with that. It's just me learning how to use it for the first time. So Linkbox, 2Air, and this guy here. There will be links in the description and I'll put their name of the product on the screen. And again, I'm very, very sorry if I've done any injustices here. This is not my forte. And moving forward, probably won't take any electronic products from any sponsors in the future, unless it is a cool dash like the ATOTO unit. Now, I haven't really spoken too much about this, but this being the premium, you can do reverse camera, you can do dash cam, you can do all your Bluetooth controls, everything can be done on the steering wheel. It is awesome. Second one of these units I've used, and I really, really like them. They look cool, they work cool. They're pretty easy to use and they're very smart, they're very fast, there's no lag with them. Quite a few people I know that are far more tech savvy than I am have bought them since I've shown them and they know what they're talking about, they love it. I had another guy just recently ask me for a discount code. There will be a discount code for the ATOTO unit in the description, so check that out. This ZEEHOO charger is pretty awesome as well, pretty cool. I'm gonna sort that out with the missus, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna love it. So I've got semiconductor refrigeration, double charging coils, wireless charging, 360-degree rotation, and multiple vehicle installation. So that is pretty damn awesome. And as I mentioned, the tough on little pocket power bank. So this was awesome. I'm gonna keep it in my little go bag, so when I'm out and about, I've always got some battery. There'll be a link in the description for this as well. And I'll keep me one of these in the car because I reckon that's pretty cool. So I'll just chuck that in the glove box and we're done with CarPlay. Can have all my Spotify going. That's gonna be it for this video. And again, sorry to the sponsors for taking so long. I've had all of this stuff for over 6 months, so I'm really, really sorry. The car had no wiring up until just a week ago and it still doesn't run. But stick around for another video on this coming up very, very soon. I'm gonna film it straight after this one and then edit it and then release them pretty close to each other. It's pretty much done. I've just gotta figure out why it won't start. I know, right? Electrical stuff. Awesome. Man, I need to learn this. So the first 3 orders on spoolup.com.au, get one of these chucked in their parcel, absolutely free of charge. Doesn't matter how big your order is. The first 3 orders, get one of those in their parcel. That's all for now. Don't forget to spool up, bring the boost. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.